Hello, my name is Arya Di Rosario and I'm a member of the Di Rosario and Cornelius family. I want to first thank the law firm of Cornelius Lane and Mufti for getting in touch with me and for inviting me to send a video message on behalf of the family. My message is not only on behalf of the Di Rosario family, but it's also on behalf of the families of my uncle Michael and my uncle Peter, who were Justice Cornelius's children. Unfortunately, both of them have passed away, and their grandchildren and children have asked me to send a message on their behalf. Firstly, I want to thank many of you who have gathered here today to remember Uncle Bobby, known as Justice Alvin Robert Cornelius to you all. He was an extremely interesting man, well loved within the family, but also often misunderstood by many of us, especially his family in India. Now, I grew up not knowing much about Justice Cornelius, but as I got older, my grandfather told me many stories about him and about the great things that he did for his adopted homeland in Pakistan. I think there's often a misconception about why he chose Pakistan, and not many have been able to figure out the exact reasons. There was an article by Professor Yaqub Bangash, I think that was published in 2020, that really got to the bottom of why he went to Pakistan. There were three reasons. One, he loved Lahore, he loved his adopted city. Two, his wife, Ione, her family was from what is today Pakistan, and so by staying back, they were close to her relatives. I think she had two brothers, if I'm not mistaken. And three, Justice Cornelius was an extremely strategic man. He was very practical, and he knew that if he stayed in Pakistan and if he joined the Pakistani civil services, he would rise much quicker than if he stayed in India. And he was certainly right. He did become Chief Justice very quickly in 1960, followed by a very illustrious career on the bench, as well as law minister to Yahya Khan. Something that I am really touched by is the amount of love and admiration that the people of Pakistan have for Justice Cornelius. And I'm also thankful and appreciative to everyone here who has assembled to remember Justice Cornelius through the publication of this book. And I thank Cornelius Lane and Mufti for their efforts in getting this book published. I just hope that many people in Pakistan will read about his life, will read about the things that he did, not only through admiration, but also through a critical lens. And I know that there are many scholars in Pakistan today who are looking back at Justice Cornelius through a critical lens, especially his time as law minister to General Yahya Khan. We in the family would really like to have been with you all today in person in Lahore, but unfortunately the coronavirus pandemic has wreaked havoc and we're not able to be there with you in person. However, I do hope that I will one day get the opportunity to come to Lahore to meet all of his well-wishers, and I know that there are many in the audience today, as well as visit his grave on the Jail Road Cemetery in Lahore and place flowers and pay my personal respects to him. I hope many of you will do so as well. Again, I want to thank Cornelius Lane and Mufti, as well as Mr. Hamid Khan and Justice Khwaja, who I believe were instrumental in getting this book put together. Thank you again very, very much. I hope to see many of you soon, and God bless everyone there, and thank you once again for being there.